Today we're talking about the problems that we have with foreign objects ending up on animal habitats in their exhibits. Some of these are placed there by accident, some of them are purposely thrown in, and they're causing serious problems within some of our collection. People don't realize that in their attempt to get the attention of an animal or perhaps feed an animal, what they're doing is they're actually putting the animal in great danger. We've had all kinds of items ranging from rubber mulch to water bottles to pacifiers to cell phones to coins that we've actually taken out of the stomachs of animals. Some of them had to be removed surgically, putting the animals in grave danger. Had those surgeries not been done to remove those objects, those animals would have died. So, we're trying to educate the public to make them understand that in their well-intention of maybe feeding an animal something that is not good for their diet, can be very detrimental to their health, or just throwing something to get an animal's attention, you're putting that animal in grave danger. This puts a tremendous amount of stress and a burden on our animal health department. We have 4 full-time veterinarians, and they got enough to worry about here at the zoo with close to 3,000 animals, not to have to think about getting foreign objects out of animals' bellies or keeping them healthy because people are throwing things in their exhibits. So the veterinarians have some huge challenges.
It is heartbreaking to see all of these items ending up in our animal's stomach, either out of neglect, because we're not being careful about watching how we bend over exhibit railings, or more horrific are the people who intentionally are throwing things in there. They may not realize that this is a life-threatening event that can happen to these animals when they swallow it, and so I would caution everybody to please use very good judgment, be good stewards, show respect to the animals here at the zoo by not harassing them, either by throwing items in them or accidentally having them fall out of their pockets or purses. But there are a number of cases where we have had to then take those animals to surgery. This is a much bigger process, a longer anesthesia, higher risk for infection or incision dehiscence post-operatively. You might be able to tell your dog or cat that it needs to stay confined to a small area after a big abdominal surgery like that, or even confine it to a crate. We cannot do that when it comes to something like a hyena or a painted dog. They are going to get too anxious confined into a very small space. So we have to be very careful to do a thorough exam while we've got them on the table, make sure that the surgery is as perfect as possible so that we give them the best chance of recovery. Unfortunately, because this continues to happen, we've had to put some safeguards in place. Some of those are simple, like signage, letting people know just how dangerous this is. We have put cameras up around the zoo so that we can monitor some of these exhibits and have security or the keepers intervene. We have had docents or staff posted on high volume days to make sure if someone does accidentally drop something in there, we can intervene as quickly as possible. But some of our exhibits have had to be modified with nets and stanchions to keep people a little further back. So you will have a little bit more of an obstructed view in some of those cases, but it's for the safety and preservation of our animals.